I'm Rob Chapman.
And I'm the captain.
Welcome to Gibson 2019. You might think you're in 2018, but you would be wrong.
You might be. I mean, who knows? We can't predict the future
Gibson knows.
or the past. Talking of which, AI. What happens if the Terminator comes true? It's prophetic.
Terminator is already... It is prophetic. That was
the
word we were
word.
trying to think
That was the
of.
word. It's
I was going to say
prophetic.
doomsday.
Unlike you, you're just pathetic.
No, doomsdayist. AI will take over the world and eventually we will all be controlled by robots. We may not even realise it when we are.
Who's to say that Rob and I haven't already been cloned and we are just android AI versions of ourselves?
I don't know what you're... Human! Human! Eat sunshine!
Well, yes, Rob and I have been through our usual 2019 Gibson USA Les Paul video already, which you'll be able to find on this channel by following one of the links in the description below.
Les Paul, only slightly better than Logan Paul.
Can you imagine if Logan Paul designed a range of guitars? They'd be so... Logan.
I imagine if Logan Paul designed the Les Paul, it would be called the Logan Paul Les Paul.
It could be.
Or the Logan Les Paul.
The Logan Les Paul.
Les Logan Paul.
Or
tell us in the comment section below.
Logan.
If you
like
think...
Logan Paul.
If you think we should bleep any more of this section out, comment in the comment section below.
Right. So look, 2019 is... I think we said before, there's been lots of changes at Gibson in 2018, as you probably know. Largely ones I suspect that Gibson fans will be greeting with the opposite of dismay.
Ding dong.
Yeah. So I think on the whole, what we're seeing now is this idea of the line of guitars radically changing from one year to the next with lots of, you know, features that may or may not be wanted. That's kind of gone. That's old news. That's like, so 2016, baby. And so really what we're seeing now is kind of just, you know, maybe colour tweaks or small tweaks to guitars that people just like.
What we're seeing is you looking like more of a man with that Explorer in your hands, Lee.
So really, who wouldn't like a kind of a Carina Explorer, rosewood fingerboard, no more armadillo fingerboards or whatever they used to use on the previous ones. So just burst bucker pickups. What is not to like about either of these two guitars? I mean, the specs are the same.
I can't stop playing mine.
Shape.
I'm sorry, it's very...
Shall I do tones and then you can do tones?
Yes.
So on an Explorer, or on this Explorer, we've got 2 volume controls and a tone control. The neck pickup into a clean amp sounds like this. Full and fat, like a pint of milk. Auntie Jean, like Greg's mum.
Yeah, that's right.
Bridge. Yet again, sounding exactly how you'd hope they would. Tone control. If that's your thing. Full tone plimsoll with, because I keep getting asked, what are the settings, Lee?
On.
Pretty much everything on about 12 o'clock, just tuned to taste. If that's too much gain for you, you might prefer a Dane.
Now, Lee, I must prevent you from letting people assume that the Dane is a low gain drive pedal, because if you crank that thing, you get the Viking.
I just use, to be honest with you, if you've ever seen a Dane in plimsolls, it sounds like this.
Yeah.
Love it. Nothing wrong with that. Feel-wise, again, Really not going to give you any mind-shattering news here. Feels kind of like they always had. Not too fat, not too thin, just normal. And of course, the only kind of crazy thing with this is the shape. Built, I guess, for its look rather than necessarily anything else. But it's, you know, it sits balanced. I much prefer the Explorer to the V because, of course, I can still sit it on my knee like my grandson and give him a humbug.
Hmm. 2019 V, very sexy. I
V
love
for
Vs.
very sexy.
I'm always going to stick up for the V because it's one of my favourite shapes. You put it on your lee, put it in your lap and it stays where it is.
Like a dancer.
It's right, like a tiny dancer. I'll give you some tones.
Tiny dancer,
I'm
a dancer for money.
do what your music will do.
We got a little bit of a disparity between lyrics there, but do the Tina.
I'm your Tina. I can't reach it. It's really high. Let's.
And it was private.
I've rolled
anyway,
off.
It wasn't a song about very small people dancing.
Can you tell that we've just done a really stupid video? We're trying to bring it back to everyday normal reviews with Chappers and the Captain, but it's very difficult when you've been Greg and Rich. So I've got the RD1 from Victory Amplification dialed in with quite a heavy, moist crunch. So in order to give you some of the slightly clean goodness, I've dialed these here controller configurations.
Is that like a crisp and salad cream sandwich?
I still
sort
love
of fairly
crisp and
moist
salad cream
crunch.
sandwiches. Yes, please, sir. Here is your neck picker. Middle position. On the bridge. Now I have got an immerse reverberator in the loop giving me delay and reverb at the same time, saving me time and you precious viewage time. So I've taken it off so that we can just hear tones without reverb and delay. But if you wanted that,
it sounds dry and naked. I don't like dry and naked things.
If you wanted that, and you wanted a bit of Angry Charlie, you get soaring lead tone.
Can I ask you, Rob, as you're an experienced man, is Carina a type of mahogany?
Oh no, it's not. It's
Carina
is a wood.
Carina is a wood.
Like
okay,
maple,
well,
Carina,
I
ebony.
apologies. I apologise that I said earlier in this video that these were Carina. They just remind me of that kind of Carina-y kind of colour. They're just mahogany in a sort of a natural colour. So please.
So not Carina at all.
Not Carina at all.
Okay.
Carina and the Waves, one of my favourite pop bands, won the Eurovision Song Contest in 1990 something or other.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You know,
oh, Katrina and the Waves.
Carina and the Waves. So anyway,
Carina
if you just go back and delete all the comments telling me that this isn't Carina, that would be great.
Cream is a good tone wood, but very, very soft.
Soft.
Yeah, easy to dent.
Soft
ding.
and pliable.
Yes, let's try different guitars.
Let's try a different guitar.
That one goes.
Yes, I kind of feel like these videos that we've become famous for doing when Gibson release a new range of guitars now are slightly sort of less interesting than they once were, because it's just like...
Are they less interesting?
Oh, it's an SG. Yay! I mean, maybe, who knows? I don't want to be controversial here, but maybe Gibson are just sort of moving away from this idea of just replacing everything once a year, because they finally realised that that's sort of not what people want. And it's
Honestly,
all a bit
I think that would be the best thing for them. Maybe just like one cool new guitar a year, maybe two, and then keep a SG and SG. God damn it! Keep
knows?
a Les Paul.
Exactly. Anyway, so SG standard, made of mahogany, bound neck, rosewood fingerboard, nice inlays, 2 humbuckers on it, and the neck one into a clean amplifier in this Angus-free zone is this. Middle position.
I just thought of a great idea for a video, Lee.
Go on then.
SG or Les Paul blindfold challenge.
We've done it.
Have we?
Yeah, we did it. And we had a 335 as well. So could you spot the 335, the SG, or the Les Paul in a video? And I think we both spotted the SG, and
right, I have
we
no memory.
got the Les Paul and the
Who am
335
I?
maybe mixed up.
What's my name?
You are Greg. Anyway, in this Angus-free zone, I will attempt to apply some distortion. And some echo. The neck is a little thinner on the SG than it was on the Explorer. At least it feels a little thinner. And the whole guitar feels a little bit compact. The neck kind of feels like it goes a bit further this way, because I think on the SG everything sort of sits a little bit further left, doesn't
Like
it?
a woman with really long legs.
Kind of. Maybe, and one arm longer than the other.
Everything sits a bit higher.
Wonky boobs.
I might as well do some basic bedrock tones, hadn't I?
Well, let me just tell you. So, obviously, this is the standard. It's the famous one. It's what everybody, I guess, kind of aspires to if you want like a sexy SG. If this is a little rich, though, for your wallet, the Tribute loses things like the gloss finish, the bound neck, the fancy inlays, the dearer machine heads, all that kind of stuff. But it's still made in the same factory with the same blood, sweat and tears of those wonderful Gibson people. And it sounds like this.
It just sings.
sound good. That does sound good.
You know what? All joking aside and being less idiotic,
Don't put all joking aside.
it's it's a really nice guitar and it's really vibrant.
Yes.
Like you can feel the vibrations. I think there's less.
Are they good vibrations?
They are good vibrations. There's less goop killing the vibes.
Vibrations. I'm talking about good vibrations.
I'm balancing an SG on my finger.
Whoa!
How long can I do? Ready? Drum roll and go. Oh, that was about 4 seconds.
That's pretty good.
Right,
That's
Lee,
what
your
she
turn.
said.
Your turn.
It's longer than normal, isn't it?
Included the cigarette. Hold this.
Ready?
Okay.
Drum roll and action. God damn it, Anderton! You always beat me in SG bouncing. Yeah. Eat sunshine!